So what up, y'all? I know it's been a minute. I know it's probably been like a month, right, since I made a video, and I apologize for that. I wanted to come to you guys with something that I could talk about for a few minutes, and it could be coherent. Like I didn't want to come with some nonsense, and I wanted to come with something I wanted to talk about. Um, and I didn't have anything when after I made those 4 videos. I was like, what should be my next video? You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, what am I gonna be talking about? That was kind of like my mindset. So, but this video is gonna be about 2XKO and the death of it, and like it's bothering me now. This won't be a long video. Let me start by saying, and you guys are probably used to this by now, but let me start by saying, first of all, thank you for taking the time to come listen to me ramble. This is time we don't get back. This is time on earth we don't get back. So the time you spend um coming and listening to my videos is greatly appreciated. Like I mean, give me some information where you think I could do better. Obviously the quality could get better, right? So don't leave nothing about that. I know that. But tell me what you think about my opinions and stuff like that. Leave me any kind of feedback. Anything is appreciated, and again, appreciate the time you're wasting, literally wasting watching me. You could be spending this time doing anything else, and like I said, it's time we don't get back, so it's greatly appreciated. Anyway, to get back on topic, 2XKO. Now, I feel like I say this all the time, but I the writing was on the wall for this game, and I was saying this. Uh, Again, don't get me wrong. I don't wish death on no game. And 2SKO, I was actually excited about because it was a game I could finally play with someone. Like me and a friend could go online and play this shit competitively. Excuse my language. I will be cursing in this, so 18 plus. But it was one of those kind of games where like I was looking forward to being able to just play this with friends online. It was gonna be like that first game I could play competitively, me and a bro versus 2 other people or one person, and actually going competitive. And I had a friend. We're no longer cool anymore, but I had a friend where like we were gonna compete together. Like I was excited for this game. Now at the same time, the moment they announced that this game was free to play. Now, just to give you guys some context before I elaborate on the free to play stuff, this is based off of League of Legends. This game, 2XKO. I know the name doesn't give it that, but and that's an issue in itself. Um, and because of that, a lot of people didn't even know this game existed because there's no league in this. There's no League of Legends in the name. It's called 2XKO. And I saw a lot of people online that was like, "Oh, what's this? There was a League of Legends fighting game?" No one knew. Um so yeah, that's all I want to say. But anyway, back to my story. So I wanted to compete in this game with a friend, and I was excited for this game. But the moment they said free to play, I'm like, free to play for a fighting game? I just don't think that's a good idea. So me and my friend, the same friend I was going to compete with, I was talking to him about it. I was talking to him like he's a huge League of Legends fan and stuff like that. He plays and whatnot. And I was talking to him about it, and I'm just like, yo, bro, you guys really think this is gonna succeed? A free to play game, only launching with I think it was like 8 characters. They were only launching with 8 characters, free to play. Um, I was just like, this is not gonna work. um they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna work because Riot got mad money, and they could just put a bunch of money behind it, and the League of Legends players are gonna come play it. I'm like, nah, they're not. The League of Legends players are not gonna come play this game just because it's League of Legends characters. They're not gonna they're not gonna come play. They're like, oh, League of Legends players spend a lot of money on costumes. Yeah, in League of Legends they do. In League of Legends, excuse me, we're talking about a game that's been out over a decade. I think almost 2 decades. League of Legends been out. I can't. I'm not concrete on that. I'm not 100% sure on that. But League of Legends has been out for a while. It's established a player base and it's established an economy. Like people will buy costumes for $50 there. People are not gonna buy costumes for $50 on a fighting game. That's just not gonna happen. That in fighting games you cannot do that. That does not exist. There is not a world where that works. None of the fighting games on the market sell a costume for even $10. A costume is $5, $6. And how they get you to spend 10 is they'll make the costume 650, and then you'd have to buy a $10 amount of their currency. That's how they make you get it. But ain't no costume $50. So I was already skeptical about this game because you releasing characters for free. Now listen, Street Fighter 5 did that, but you had to play your ass off to get a character for free. Like that's how you got characters for free on Street Fighter. Otherwise, you're buying them. So by you releasing characters for free, you're cutting off your money flow. Everyone's gonna buy characters. Everyone that plays fighting games and the character comes out, releasing a character with a balance patch is almost like releasing a new game, depending on like the degree of the balance patch, you know, and that brings people back. Um, that brings people back. I even said like, well, before I get into that, before I even get to that part, like it's not about battle passes. It's about characters and costumes. You release those in fighting games, and you're bringing the whole slew of people back. People take breaks and they go play other stuff, but you could reel them right back in. So why not sell the characters, bro? It's it's not a bad thing to sell characters. You'd be better off selling a character for 50, which mind you, no one's gonna buy. Everyone's gonna be like, that's ridiculous. Then sell a costume for $50 just because it works in your other game. You cannot do that in the fighting game community. The fighting game community is already niche. We're already like a niche little bubble of people. And you want this game to be accessible. That's why you released it free to play. So everybody would try it. But you didn't think about the like how you're gonna make money over time to finance this game. I just like, and that was the questions I kept asking my friends. I'm like, "You guys, this is gonna fail. A free to play 2v2 fighting game that only released 8 characters. 2v2 that only released 8 characters. I think the game, I don't even know how many characters the game has now. I'm trying to think how many characters they released DLC. Um, I can't even think off the top of my head because I followed it very barely. But they had a girl that could transform into like a shadow thing. Again, don't come at me about no names because I cannot. I'm not no league fanatic. The most I played was TFT, and even then it was only like maybe like 6 sessions. But Thresh, which that character single-handedly made me come back to the game. Now, it was Thresh, it was this girl that could transform. It was another gunner girl named Caitlyn from the movies or whatever, from the arcane thing. It was another girl, Vi or V, from the arcane thing. So how many characters is that so far? That's 4. Yeah, that's 4 that I counted so far. Then you had some ninja girl, Akali, I think her name is. So that's 5. Some little rat, 6. I already said Thresh. Um, and then you have 2 more coming. So that's 8 characters that you released so far. This game hasn't even been out for a year yet, you guys, mind you. The game just came out this year, and you're canceling development 8 months in. Like, listen, I just don't understand. I'm very disappointed, but the writing was on the wall. I saw it coming, and I just want like, if I was still friends with the dude, I would have been like, "Yeah, I told you so. I told you this. I was telling you this before this game was coming out. This was not gonna work." Also, the game came out late on console. But anyway, now that that's out the way, that's what this video was originally going to be about. I'm just gonna give you like how my how I took 2XKO. So Um, I'm aware of this myself, but I can only juggle 2 fighting games at once. That's all my mind can handle. I'm 35 years old. I don't know. Maybe it's brain rot. I don't know. But I can only handle 2 games mentally. I can only remember 2 games mentally. And even then, that's barely. So I was playing Street Fighter. I'm playing Street Fighter and I was looking forward to Tokon. But 2XKO was on my sights because of the co-op option that it had, that co-op competitive option. So I tried it in the beginning. I played it a little bit. I couldn't get around the controls, bro. I the control excuse me, sorry. I just got home from work and I'm drinking coffee. I'm just burping up a storm. But anyway, I couldn't get past the controls. Listen, that's something I could deal with eventually. With motivation, with practice and time, I can get used to it. So I'm not gonna bring you guys another complaint about the control scheme. That was not the issue with the game for me. That was not the issue. Um, Actually, I didn't have an issue with the game, but I started playing it. I played it for a little bit. But like I said, at this time, my friend I was supposed to play the game with, we're no longer cool no more. So I lost my desire to play a little bit, and I really I didn't have nobody else that wanted to try out the game and actually play it. That was another thing. Like most of my peoples that was excited for this game, they just didn't play it, and it was because they were waiting for the console release. Majority of my friends own a PlayStation 5 and no PC. So that left me alone, and I'm not playing this game by myself because, like I said to you guys earlier, the main thing I was looking forward to in this game was the co-op competitive experience. That was the thing that reeled me in. I have no connection to lead characters or nothing, and like I just said to you guys earlier, it was Thresh that made me want to like really take this shit seriously because he looks so cool, and I love characters like that. I love characters that have an install and that look cool. Um, so that you know, I lost my inspiration for the game. I lost it, but I still wanted to do good. So like, I'm supporting the scene. I'm putting money in the matcherinos and everything for the game and all that. I'm watching the tournaments because I like what I'm seeing. I think the game is gorgeous. I think it's great. Plus, you got two of the bald niggas behind it. These dudes that have been in the FGC community for ages. Like they built their backs on this. Like the FGC's built on their back. So there's a lot of hype behind this game. And Riot has like it's a lot of people have said it already, but Riot has the infinite money glitch. This game could get as many characters as it wanted to. It could have went as long as it wanted to, but obviously that's not happening. So yeah, I think I'm done with this video already. I think I already explained everything I wanted to explain. I just wanted to kind of say I told you so to those people, but at the same time, I want to let people know I am disappointed. I'm sad. I'm saddened by the news. I like the game just ending, the game ending all development, everybody getting refunded. So Riot just was just like, yeah, man, give them their money back. So it's as if no money was put into the thing from us, which technically it wasn't. You had people that spent like $200 on the game because again, Founders Edition. Again, this game's a scam. This is a scam tactic. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is what happened with multiverses. Like y'all remember multiverses, right? Even worse. Free to play game again. Free to play on fighting games do not work. They don't work. They don't work. They don't work. Brawlhalla is just an example of one that worked, but they don't work. Why would you do that? The FGC is used to buying characters and stuff. You don't need to change it. Street Fighter literally gets away with selling us characters that have been in previous games. It is okay. It is bad, but it's okay. Like we know that's how it works. I'm probably gonna buy Akuma again in Street Fighter 7, okay? I just bought Akuma in Street Fighter 6. I don't even know if Akuma was in Street Fighter 5 at launch. I don't even remember. Actually, no one was in fucking Street Fighter 5 at launch. It suffered the same issue as this game. But it's just I feel so bad because I feel like if you just sold the game, if you just sold 2XKO, what would stop you from selling 2XKO? What would, and listen, this is the smallest thing. The game's title, I feel like if you could have just been like 2XKO, League of Legends fighting game, a League of Legends fighting game, or Arcane, or fucking Arcane or League of Legends presents 2XKO, a League of Legends fighting game. Something to bring it together. So when people look up League of Legends on Google, 2XKO is gonna come up. Sorry about that. I'm getting called again. I'm getting a spam call lately, bro. But anyway, it was such a easy thing, I feel like, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why they did it. I don't. And this is gonna go down in history as one of like it's not the reason why I'm not even calling I called it a scam earlier, but I want to actually retract that statement because they refunded everything that everyone bought before August 20th. So anyone that put money in this game, they just get their money right back. And it's just I'm I'm saddened. I'm really saddened by the news. I'm saddened by the news, but listen, I'm not surprised by the news, okay? I'm not, this thing make me look like I got no arms. But I'm just I'm sad. So yeah, that's it. that's all I really wanted to say. This was something I really wanted to talk about was 2XKO. My next video, I think it will probably be something about the Steam Deck because I need to talk about why I love the Steam Deck so damn much. I don't think I made a video on the Steam Deck yet. I don't think I made not one video on the Steam Deck yet. Ooh, whoops. Yeah, I was about to hear something crazy. But I don't think I made a video on the Steam Deck at all. And like I made a video on Xbox, I made a video on PlayStation, I made a video on Switch. Please go to my channel and listen to it and let me know what you think. Again, it's very important that you guys leave comments. You ain't even gotta like the video. I'm not really at this point where I'm like, oh, like and subscribe, blah blah blah. But I like to have communication, dialogue. I would love to just speak with you about these things. Speak with any of you guys. Bring your opinions. Insult me. Come at me. Do what you gotta do. But most importantly, be honest and come to me and tell me what you think. So anyway, that's it about 2XKO. Um, I don't know. The game is supposed to game is season development in December. They're gonna release two more characters, the two characters they planned, and then the game's just gonna be on freaking maintenance all the way. Um, I'm sh- I'm sure the fighting game community is gonna support it because they always do. They always support it. There's games being supported that hasn't been updated in decades. And that's one thing about the FGC. The games live forever. If there's a community there, the game will live. The game will thrive. I'm just very disappointed that they just pulled the plug on this shit. Like they don't give a shit. And it's like, why did you release this shit free? I'm just gonna rant. I'm gonna rant if this continues any longer. So again, thank you so much for listening, you guys. Again, like I always say to you, take care of yourselves. I appreciate all the time you put listening to my video. If you did listen to it, it's time we don't get back. Spend time with your family, friends, and loved ones. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe.